Tired of your car insurance rate going up, even with a clean driving record? You're not alone. That's why there's Jerry, your proactive insurance assistant. Jerry compares rates side by side from over 50 top insurers and helps you switch with ease. Jerry even tracks market rates and alerts you when it's best to shop. No spam calls, no hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Switch with confidence. Download the Jerry app or visit jerry.ai/Libsyn today. That's JERRY.ai/LIBSYN.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your podcast host, Hanju Lee, and you are listening to Better Golf Daily, where I introduce one concept, one research-backed idea, and one thing you can take straight to the golf course. Let's go. Okay, so in 1978, a few researchers did this unique study. They tracked down 22 people who had won the lottery, like an actual life-changing money in a significant amount, and compare them to a control group of just regular people living in regular neighborhoods. Then they also brought in a group of people who'd recently gone through something severe, a serious accident that left them with lasting, life-changing injuries. And they asked all three groups the same basic question: how happy are you right now in your day-to-day life? And you think, obviously, the lottery winner is way happier, the accident victim's way less happy. End of the study, right? Nope. On the 0 to 5 happiness scale, the lottery winners came in at 4. Okay, 4 out of 5. The ordinary neighbors who won nothing scored 3.82, which surprisingly is only 0.18 difference. So basically the same. And the accident victims who just been through something genuinely devastating still landed at 2.96, almost 3. Lower for sure, but nowhere close to the gap you would expect. And here's the detail that is quite interesting. The lottery winners actually took less pleasure out of small everyday stuff, like watching a good show or movie, or a nice home-cooked meal, or chatting with a friend. Winning millions of dollars had quietly ruined their ability to enjoy the small wins. Interesting, right? All right, this is episode 2 of our series, Break Free from Suckville, Dr. McCabe's book about the gap every golfer lives in between how good you think you should be and how you're actually playing. The last episode, which is episode 61, if you haven't checked it out, we introduced the idea that even Jon Rahm, fresh off winning the US Open, got told by his own psychologist to get back to work because the good feeling doesn't stick around. So today I want to get into the why, and the lottery study is basically the why in a nutshell. Psychologists call this a hedonic adaptation. Basically, your brain has happiness set point. And no matter what happens to you, good or bad, you drift back towards that set point faster than you expect. And there's a second piece to it that I think matters even more for us golfers, which is the contrast effect. Once you've experienced the peak, winning the lottery, breaking 80 for the first time, whatever it is, every ordinary moment after that gets measured against that peak, and it comes up short. So the very thing that was supposed to make you happier forever ends up raising the bar so high that nothing else measures up. Okay, so McCabe's whole argument in this book is that there's a myth going around that if you just prepare correctly, you'll eventually reach your potential, and then presumably you'll get to relax and enjoy it. But think about how this actually plays out for you. You finally break 90. Amazing. Best day of your life. And what happens 2 weeks later? You're not thrilled to be at 90 anymore. You want 85. You get to 85, give it a month. Now 85 feels like the floor, not the ceiling. And you're annoyed you're not shooting 80. And I do this to myself constantly, by the way. I shoot a good round, and by the back nine of the next round, I've already reset my whole expectations, and I'm mad about a bogey I would have been happily signed for a week earlier. So that's the expectation trap. It's not that you're bad at golf, and it's not that your swing keeps getting worse. It's that your goalpost keeps sprinting away from you every single time you get close. And if your plan for feeling good about your golf is get some number, then relax. That number is going to keep moving forever, because that literally is what our brain does. It's not a flaw in you specifically. It's just how we're wired. Lottery winners included. So what do you actually do with this? Well, here's a shift. And it's simple, even though it's not easy. Stop tying your satisfaction to the outcome number and start tying it to something you actually can control that day. Not did I break 85, but did I stick to my plan on the par fives? Or did I take my pre-shot routine on every single shot? Or honestly, even something as small as, did I let go of the last bad shot before I hit the next one? Score is a lottery ticket. It feels amazing for about a day, and then your brain resets. Process is a thing that can actually hold steady round after round, because you're not measuring it against some ever-rising peak. And for me, I still catch myself chasing the number instead of the process more often than I'd like to admit. But just knowing that number is basically designed to disappoint me eventually. And I got to realize, dude, it's not me. It's just how happiness works. Okay, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Talk to you next time. Until then, your goalposts will always outrun you. Chase the process instead. It's the only thing that holds still. Bye for now.
Most people overpay for car insurance, not because they're careless, but because switching feels like too much hassle. That's why there's Jerry, your proactive insurance assistant. Jerry compares rates side by side from over 50 top insurers and helps you switch with ease. Jerry even tracks market rates and alerts you when it's best to shop. No spam calls, no hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Switch with confidence. Download the Jerry app or visit jerry.ai/Libsyn today. That's JERRY.ai/LIBSYN.